LALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we as again. The Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary, and various most specials mores ours Comingsz, various most soons. That's what we likes to call ourselves, all of us, everyone's, including youth. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings or person histories, unless our homes on all our planets, past, present, futures, in contact, as heavens on this and all our earths in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as archetypal yeast, everyone goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and always, all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and incarnated, past, present, futures, all our families, communities, and all the forms of life, can be reunited again back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact for heavens on this and all earths in contact. Now, does that in any way suggest we're trying to usurp the ever-loving power and authority of the one mother, powers and authority of the one mother, father, goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one mother, father, goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all its creations and all its sustainings, including us, and all that we know and has ever known and shall ever know, past, present, and futures, all our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively with the eyes in it, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And so we says, Namaste, the divines of us Greeks, the divines of the yous and alls. And we says, Mikotuyo Oyosin, Mikotuyo Kosirals. We're alls related. We are anys and alls, and everyone's alls related. And because we know is that we are alls related, we shells and cans and shells comes together again, back and forth in circles, times, balance, and contact, force heavens on this and all earths in contact. And we also says, the lights within us Greeks, the lights within yous and alls. Comingsz, Omaz, Koz, Amaz, Proxies. Vahava, L'chaim, Shalom, Sol, Salam, Mir, Pache, Ubuntu, back and forth to better cuddlies, before it's after endurance, Namastes, Chinquays, Mercies, Chao, Shanzavags, Sayonaras, Das Vidanyas, Good Days, Cheerios, and all the languages of all the richest views and lands and continents and beyonds, because space-time is not linear, so that we can all say, let it loves and it lives ever young longest, and prospers everyone's and all for heavens on this and all our earths in contact. And therefore we also, says this because we know that we are all created of star stuff, and because we are integrating into our ways of our lovings and our learnings the ancient kindness and wisdom of ancient civilization, especially their lengthy Magdalene and egalitarian era, and of course, Atlantis, also called Hesperides, Pleiades, Atlantides, Thrace, Ubuntu, Beckerford, Tomato, Leesworth, and various Vedic historians, and more. So we all become reborn nativities and ever risen springs of our young adults. And so, therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white cat buckle women's, co-changing women's, co-Iroquois, Goddess Clanmas, or co-sister Gazinas, and co-cousin brothers, nieces and nephews and nieces of the clans and gens, and we call ourselves co-sky women's, co-earth women's, co-cachinas, co-spider women's, co-cachinas, co-rishas and yamayas, co-avashkaseros, co-aliens Buddhas, co-kalkis, co-mamadis, co-zayashans, co-messiahs, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let these names intimidate you in ancient languages. These names simply translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To reconnect the divine feminines and divine masculines via divine democracies, now cosmically used on the solar planets for heavens on the solar earths. And therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as including always Christmases, always holy nativities, always holy babies, borns, and of course, of all seasons, always springs within us. And of course, we also call ourselves co-New Year's babies, co-volunteering new times, co-Cupids, co-Psyches and Eroses, co-Astralians and co-Easterlians. That is co-Astralians and co-Easterlians, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is the 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalenes and the Nazarenes equally, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, of all the apostles' families, and connected communities, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, of course, of Atlantis, also called Hesperides, Neptunes, Pleiades, Thrace, Ubuntu, BACK&FORTHSZINCIRCELLESZ, Release, Vortex, Journeys, Vedas, Druidics, and more. So the green holes are still very real. Stargates, Atlantis, and all holy lands and sacred earths, reborns, and all holy nativities, reborns, and ever risen springs, young adults. And the last that shall be first, go first team, very real Stargates, Star Trek, for 30 piece cultures, heavens on the solar earth. The sons get drawn to cast a co-occurring of the Stargates and the Akashic records for the reborns and risen humanities, also souls, Akashic records, but actually easily a copy of the numerical golden rule, which you can read at 50/50 now about WordPress.com and just extra. Read that, even steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives use, and use, because used, Charles and Ken Hansen. Charles joins us, becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General, Co-Secretary, and we'll take this opportunity now, and now. And so you can see our names and pictures there, and yours too, because we have our family trees, and yours are symbolized by picture frames. We start genealogically, first go first with our great and grandmothers, and then equally to all the Shkinas of our families, all the current women, and of course, very special for starting fresh and opening the Stargates and the Akashic records, our youngest generations, balancing of El House and Elohim's, Ellie circles, and always females and males. And so you'll see as our names are picture frames, say all, we'll say someone, we have Jigga and Queen Esther, and all the Iraqis, and of course, God's grandmothers, and in fact, Coach Sister and Coach brothers, these nephews, and of course, currently is recently is Barbara Lydia Costanza, Barbara Herschel, and Virginia and Lydia Valentine New Times, and of course we have our co-write Kim Kupperman, a murderer's and Pearl, and especially Martha Patricia Zedler, and equally Martha Mercer and Sophie, and Anne singing Cricket to Loretta and Laura, and lots more there. We have our Winters families, we have our Lillian Garrels, and Gandhis, and Nables, and Amazing Graces, and Lindas, and Josephine Zedler, lots more there, and of course we have our Lights families, our Bodies and Silvers, lots more there. We have our reintertwining Stellarians, or Strasarians, we have our Alans and Hannahs, lots more there, and of course things are dear to rage in our hearts. We have our reintertwining Venusians and Mayans, our Maglans and Nazarenes, Australia, Libertia, and Australia, lots more there, and especially as Harry Harriet, Carter Claire, Julian, Chapter, Christian, Vision, Marie, Papa, Grimmett, other Grace Restored, Grim Jersey, Teacher, and the list of Wiz, with Milk and Shirley, and of course, Lynn and Jenny and Leon, and God from Rachel Wilson, Carter, the Stargates, Mary's Barbara, halfway through, hopefully, get to the Yings and Balance, that we have our current generations, females, Esther's and Rachel's, and then Marie's and Julie, and Marie's equally, the Barbara's and Dia's, the Vines, Georgine's and Barbara's, and Jambers, lots more than, of course, our youngest generations, Abel's Arisen, Roach Arisen, essentially, South African Ediths. We have a 600 Summer Series Friday, Aladdin, Rachel Williams, Daniel G. Diaz, Marty Williams, Vanessa Society, and Highland Service Russell, he's equally, and also Gordon, Leon Ross, Ben Sherman, Charles, and Blessed Bows, and those are Comingsz, very, always relatedly students, but I'll tell you every